just listening to myself here. Alright. Yep, that's good. I think I can focus now. Alright. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My name is Purge, and we're going to be casting DTS versus KEITA here for the DreamHack qualifier semifinals, I believe is what we're watching. So DTS versus KEITA. KEITA has been doing really good lately. DTS also a very, very strong team. So interested to see how this goes. And right after this, if you guys are curious, I'm going to be casting the best of 3 for Star Series. I'm not sure who I'm going to co-cast that with yet. Might do parts of different people, but we'll see. Okay, so things that I missed while I was setting up. Sorry for the late start, but once again, DreamHack qualifiers. Oh, I have to change one thing about the scoreboard. Let me fix that. It is a best of 1, and nobody has any points. There we go. Looks good. Alright, so DreamHack qualifiers semifinals. KEITA versus DTS. And I've said that like 3 times, but I am sorry. Trying to get things under the roll. So first round bans, we see a Lycan Nature's Prophet Invoker, then we see a Lone Druid Leshrac Chen ban for the Dire team, and for the Radiant team we're going to see a first pick was actually on the Dire team. Actually, it was going to be a Darkseer first pick for KEITA. Radiant team got a Shadow Demon Sand King, and then KEITA responds with a Tidehunter. So currently they're going to have a lot of good AoE coordination. We'll see if they go for another teamfight AoE hero, but I would be a little surprised. Something like an Enigma maybe, but it's a lot of team fight there. So yeah, once again, Star Series. This is going to be Star Series semifinal is in 1 hour. That's going to be CLG versus M5. Whoever wins from that goes on to the actual finals and plays against Navi at a disadvantage. That's going to be tomorrow for the finals, but today's the semifinals. That's how it works. So okay, and they are going to go for an Enigma, so really going for their teamfight AoEs. Vacuum, Tide Ravage, plus Enigma Black Hole puts them in good spots. They can literally just have a good teamfight, put Vacuum into their teamfight AoEs, and magic happens pretty much. So I'm going to go offline here, double check Skype. Beautiful. And DTS goes with their typical Bane pick, a hero that they actually like drafting pretty often. They've said before that it's useful at all stages in the game, which is true. Nightmare is really great for setting up awesome ganks, or even just coordinating with different heroes. They might even pick a Kunkka. I mean, they really like Shadow Demon as well as Bane, and they do provide very interesting skills. And the only other skills that are really like that is probably Astral Imprisonment on the OD, which gives you abilities where you can just make someone sit there. It's like having a Cyclone in a way. You know, you can disrupt or stop somebody from doing anything no matter what for 2.5 seconds. I mean, they're not stunned, but in a teamfight situation, if you can do that on 2 enemy heroes for a extended period of time, you're talking about a lot of really, really useful abilities. So second round ban, we'll see a Crobulus ban as well as a Windrunner. I'm expecting to see some more support hero bans. Both teams seem to be missing those. At least the Dire team is looking for another one, unless they jungle Darkseer, which I wouldn't really expect to see. Radiant team could play support Shadow Demon or support Sand King, but usually when I've seen them in the past, they go like Shadow Demon Kunkka or something weird like that. Works out really nicely. Pretty low amount of time actually on the Dire team, 13 seconds bonus. So they will have to draft pretty soon. I expect it's going to be... Alright, it's actually going to be a Broodmother, so preventing DTS from having that solo annoying hero. They don't really have a lot of heroes that could deal with the Broodmother other than Darkseer, of course, so I think that's a pretty good reasoning. DTS is going to ban out the Tinker, trying to prevent KEITA from doing any shenanigans with counter push, I guess. Mirana will be drafted by KEITA to give them a solo lane, and DTS is actually going to go with the Lina. Cool stuff. So they're probably going to do a Bane Lina dual lane, most likely. What you do is you pop the Nightmare, somebody goes to sleep, Lina starts to stun off, they do Brain Sap as well as Dragon Slave, and then we're talking about a lot of burst damage coming on a nuke. So that's the lane that they're going to go with, and it really does open up a lot of new hero possibilities, and just having the burst damage is really effective, especially against a hero like Priest of the Moon. Lina does have some strengths against her for those reasons, because she does have so much nuke potential at 6, so that's always really cool to see.
5 seconds remaining.
Now Beastmaster is going to be the last pick from KEITA, which will give them some reliable disable. DTS goes for Bounty Hunter immediately, so they're totally ready to do that one. Interesting choices, but KEITA doesn't have the strongest early game. That's where I'm most worried about them. Enigma can gank, Tide is okay, ganking Priest Midfield and Arrows is great, but before that, not happening. And Darkseer, Beastmaster, both not very strong until a little bit later in the game. So I think DTS has a pretty good chance of just rocking their lanes here. Setting up the Bane Elemental, Lina kills, Bounty Hunter maybe doing a little bit of roaming, and Sanking up Center should give them decent enough team fight. But we'll see how it goes. It's a lot of weird picks for sure. Once again, if you guys are just tuning in, go check out the Twitch broadcast title. It says Purge casting the DreamHack qualifier semifinals. That's what I'm doing right now. So after this game, we're going to move into Star Series, cast that best of 3, which will be sweet.
5 seconds remaining.
And the players are picking their heroes. We're going to probably see a pause here. And I am still... Please no crash, please no crash. It crashed. It crashed, guys. It crashed. Alright, game crashed. Crashed already. Settings is not doing so well. This is happening like every other time, pretty much. Yeah. It'll go in a second. So do 2. Yeah, I know I know that the overlay is blocking names, guys, but unfortunately the problem is that the HUD is different, so I have to shift where they are. So that's how it goes. So unfortunately the names are blocked at the start, but that's the difference. So you will see when we get into the game. It'll be fine once we get into the game. So all right. No crash, thank God.
Prepare for battle.
Ooh, okay. So for the Radiant Team DTS, we didn't miss much. Good, looks like they paused. My Love is Mila playing the Sand King. We have So Far Gone playing the Bounty Hunter. DTS M is going to be playing Bane. We have Free Winner playing the Lina. And finally, Always Want to Fly going to be playing the Shadow Demon. That's for Team DTS. Against them is KEITA. Nikwa is going to be playing the Dark Series, going to the bot lane. We have Bones Edge playing the Tide Hunter. We have Wall Eater playing the Mirana. Destiny playing the Enigma. And finally, we have Quix playing the Beastmaster. So that's going to be the setup. We have, looks like Bounty Hunter going to the top lane, going to be soloing. He's going to drop down Observer Wards to prevent the pull spot. Bounty Hunter is actually a pretty decent solo top, or solo hard lane. It's pretty fun to watch him play, usually. And up against Beastmaster, he should do pretty decently. Beastmaster has pretty good armor. Bounty Hunter apparently has great starting armor, something I've never seen before, but interesting stuff. And mid lane looks like it's going to be a Priest of the Moon Tide Hunter lane, hopefully looking to shut down, I guess it's going to be Sand King mid. Kind of really weird lanes here. We might actually see a tri-lane bottom. I'd be a little surprised about this. M's probably going to be the one getting farm here on the Bane. Lina will be playing support, and Shadow Demon might be mid. I think we are going to see a Shadow Demon SK mid. That's actually a really strong combo. Kind of similar to SK Lina, because he's going to be able to disrupt, he's going to be able to do Soul Catcher, and then SK can Burrow Strike the stun off at the perfect time, and then they take bonus damage because the Soul Catcher works out very nice. So, alright, so, yeah, Beastmaster soloing top against the Bounty Hunter. It's going to be the Lina Bane bottom up against a Darkseer, who apparently already took a bunch of damage. Don't know what that was from, but he's got a Soul Ring recipe going for fast Soul Ring. Wow, he's got, interesting, kind of playing this similar to how Enigmas usually play Darkseer. They throw down the Iron Shell on one creep and spam down the mana, so interesting stuff, but a lot of dual lanes all over the place. There is a jungling Enigma though, so there's that at least. This is generally going to prevent Darkseer from getting much farm at all. He's going to not be very farmed, but DTS does have 5 people in lane, which will split it pretty evenly here. And Priest Mood already off to a good start, doing a lot of really good harass. I love her starting item build as well. This will help her go for fast bottle, but also have really good stats at the moment. But the hard part is there's actually somebody that's harassing her, or preventing last hits, which is Always Want to Fly here. So that means it's going to be a little tougher for her to get to her bottle at the same pace that she's normally expectant of. And great denies there by Always Want to Fly. That was very good. Now the Iron Shell is doing some pretty good damage here. This is going to put some levels into Darkseer. He's going to pick up level 2. That'll put him a Surge level, but Surge isn't going to be that helpful against this dual lane. Wow, Sentry Ward's being had to use double there. First one did not catch the ward here, probably. He probably thought it was going to be here, but I bet it was like right there or something. It's nice when people place it that far down, but Had to use 2 Sentry Wards, but at least it gives Lena somewhere to grab CS. She's going to do a double pull here. See if she picks up. Nice, she does pick up the Alpha Wolf. So it's very tough to do this. If you can pull this off effectively, it's very good. She's going to kill one of these little wolves. And now she's going to attack this creep wave, pull it in, and the creep wave has to get here. Oh, it's going to be a little bit late, unfortunately. So she messed it up. You have to get this wave into this one as soon as it kills the neutrals. If it does not, then you fail your double pull. Otherwise, this entire creep wave could have been denied. And now it's going to push out the wave, actually. Well, it's not actually, because there's a freaking double Ion Shell doing obscene amounts of damage. But Free Winner is going to scare back the Darkseer at least. There's that. And Sandking on the mid lane, still getting some last hits, up to 475 gold. While So Far Gone, level 3 Bounty Hunter, picks up 2 levels of Janata. Good choice. Poor Man's Shield. I love how Poor Man's Shield looks now. I think it's absolutely great. Looks really cool. Actually going to trade some hits here, but Beastmaster has really good base damage, so not the most even trading I've ever seen. Plus he has a Basilius up, so a little bit extra armor going to his cause. And 500 gold up on the Sand King. Priest Moon up to 400, so still a bit away from the bottle, but she'll get there eventually. So, yeah, I'm back in the bot lane. He's going for a Soul Ring. Good choice. He's going to be able to pick that up now. Purchasing that now. He's got to worry about the creep wave, but they will get there eventually. Double Ion Shell in this. Puts it on one range creep, which is a little weird. A little bit of a mistake. Free Winner going to do some harass, though. Is going to miss the stun. It's going to be able to deny the Clarity Potion at least, so Darkseer is forced back. He actually does have the money for a Soul Ring, but Lena preventing him from buying that one. And by putting a lot of farm on M here, he's going to be able to do the old Brain Sap harasser. Nice, does grab that one creep. I didn't think he was going to get the last hit on that, but M's a very, very good player, obviously, has very good control over that stuff. He still wants to go purchase a Soul Ring. He's actually going to go for it this time. Might be at a little trouble. No, Nico's not going to go aggressive. But he does have the Soul Ring picked up. So now he can basically use the Soul Ring, do the Brain Sap, and regen all of the mana that he just lost, or all the HP that he just lost. See, there goes. He just used the Soul Ring. He's going to probably use it on a creep now. He's got about 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Oh, he's actually going to take some pretty good damage here from the Ion Shell, chasing him down. That's always really, really frustrating to play against. Couple pings mid. Oh, there's going to be an air on the Sand King, though. He's going to go invisible, though. Going to be absolutely fine. Nothing happens there. Tidehunter going to go do some rune control. It's up in 7 seconds. Good call on him. And a little bit of harass on Bounty Hunter. Enigma's actually pushing this out with him. 3 levels of Eidolons means a lot of tower damage potential.
Regeneration.
And the creep wave will get pushed past here. Bounty Hunter picking up some good last hits. He doesn't have any regen at the moment. We'll see if he picks up a Ring of Health. I'm not really sure if he's going to or not. There's going to be the Burst Strike through actually going in on Wall Eater. Looking for an Anchor Smash. And there's the Starfall. Looks really bad for Sand King. He does get disrupted right before he goes down. Lena does kill Darkseer for the first blood. There's the bottle pop. It's going to keep him alive just barely. Wow, that was close. Great disrupt going in on the Shadow Demon. Gave him a little bit of time there. And M continuing to get last hits using that Soul Ring to spam his nukes. Unfortunately, this is the part where Brain Sap actually costs him more than a Soul Ring does. So you have to be slightly careful with it. It's not absolute free cast like it is in a normal situation, but either way, he can now start healing up a little bit more on top of that. So, going to pick up Boots as well as a Magic Stick. And yeah, Brain Sap does do pure damage, something also that's very, very significant. But Darkseer doing a really great job with the double Ion Shell. If you really got to be careful not to get close to this here. In the meantime, Lena is level 3. And Bounty Hunter's going to get a kill on Beastmaster. It does actually dive into the tower here. We'll see if he goes invisible first. There's going to be a Malefice. Enigma is wailing on him. But they do have vision. He's going to do the track and thinking about running out. But, oh, that's... yeah, he's dead. He should have ran a while ago. But he stayed way too long. And there's the Tidehunter. Luckily, the Scout Hawk did give True Sight, apparently. True Sight range is just barely catching this little group. So, Bounty Hunter went for the dive and did get caught as a result. So 2-1 currently. Bane looking for a little bit of Nightmare. But he's going to get the Nightmare off on the Darkseer, but he got pretty far away there. So M's just going to back up from that one. Going back for last hits is level 6. Picks up a stats at level 2. Good item choice, or good skill build. That is Lena, now level 4. She's going to pick up a second level of Light Strike Array. Get a little bit of damage out of that guy. And she actually has 1,000 gold. What is she going to buy right off the bat? Boots, perhaps, Arcane, something like that would be really useful. Still looking for their opportunities. Mirana's going to find an invisibility. We're going to see a little bit of bottle crowing going on for Sand King since he wants a little bit more mana regen but doesn't quite have it yet. And Shadow Demon on the high ground getting some last hits in Tidehunter level 4. No boots up for him yet. And Beastmaster with track on. Actually buys a really fast dust here, but he's got an ulti now, so he's definitely going to be looking towards getting that kill. About how many bottles do we have this game? Holy crap. There's like 3 bottles. There's the stun pass getting out of there. Starfall is actually going to do a little bit of damage to Shadow Demon, but he'll survive. Purchases boots. And one bottle, let's see, F5. Bottle on Sand King, there's a bottle on Bounty Hunter, there's a bottle on Mirana, and I feel like there's one more. But maybe there's only 3. I felt like there's a lot more than that. Damn it. Just 3 bottles, I guess. Okay. It's even a good item if you can't always get rune control. You can just do a little bit of rune whoring, and that usually gets you there, so. But no, there's gotta be 4. I could have swore there's one bottom. Actually, Darkseer's in a lot of trouble. There's the Fiend's Grip, and now he's taking some good damage from Free Winner. Is gonna be able to do... No, it doesn't even need to. Doesn't even need to throw in the Dragon Slave, and picks up the last hit. There's the dive coming down. Bounty Hunter looking for the Roar. Roars have been used. Black Hole's gonna miss. Oh, God, big mistake. Bounty Hunter decides to go aggressive now, doing some damage. There's the Enigma. There's the Shuriken toss. See if somebody leads him off. He could go back invisible track on one hero, not on the hero he necessarily needs. He now goes invisible. Is going to be diving after Enigma, but I don't think anybody on the Radiant team in the mid is going to be able to go for it. Sand King, low HP, is going to get dived on. Darkseer showing up on that one. Here comes the Iron Shell. He is going to go Sandstorm. There's the vacuum. Nice vacuum, and KEITA is going to pick up the Bounty Hunter. I'm sorry, the Sand King. Bounty Hunter's going to go re-invisible. He does have a Shuriken toss. There's the hit. There's the toss. Gets the kill on the Priest, but unfortunately was not able to track, so he does not get the bonus gold, but... Free Winner going to shift towards the mid lane now. Level 5. There's the Dragon Slave. He should have stunned first. Could have maybe gotten that kill. He's thinking about it. Stunning. Nope, stun's going to miss. Should have stunned first. In the meantime, Beastmaster takes the top tower, so Dire Team gets a little bit of a gold advantage. If we look at the graph, it's actually dead even as a result. And actually going for Arcane Boots after the fact, so Arcane and Soul Ring and a Magic Wand to make his hero more effective. We'll see where he goes for skill build after this. Since he is soloing at this point, he's going to get a pretty good EXP advantage, but we will see. Wall Eater going with a cool Ring of Aquila. Boots, or no boots yet actually. Wand as well as bottle, so a lot of base regen stuff going on. And Free Winner gonna pick up the energy booster, so she is going for... Okay, there's the boots. So Arcane is up, gonna give him some really nice mana burst. See if he comes for a kill here. He still does not have his Aghanims or his ulti. And the Scouthawk's actually gonna scout this out. There's... Oh, double Observer Ward. Tough loss there by Free Winner. Ugh. I've never seen somebody do that in Dota 1, but for some reason they do it in Dota 2. I don't know why, but Enigma coming through, he's level 8. I don't think he can actually get this kill. There's gonna be, oh, there's the Gush. I see Tidehunter showing up. There's some pretty good damage. Great blocking by Bonezadge as well. There's the Malphite. There's a stun. Looking for these Dragon Slave. Does get the Dragon Slave off. There's the... Oh, man, actually, he just dodged the Dragon Slave by casting Nightmare. Does pick off the Tidehunter, though, so, and making some nice plays. Might actually pursue. Nice arrow coming through from Wall Eater, and there's the Star Storm coming through. They pick off the Bane Elemental. Great arrow from Wall Eater, and he had a double damage as well. It helps a lot, but... Great plays from KEITA so far. 5 to 6. Unfortunately, Lina just simply getting caught out and wasting an extra ward. Ugh. I would be mad if I did that. I don't think I've ever done that before, but not really sure why people do it. Sand King now level 6, so despite being in the mid lane, is not nearly doing as well as he probably was hoping to. A little bit of Iron Shell going on. I think it's on this little guy. Yeah, it is. Just gonna pick up a little bit of gold there. You just cast it on the weakest creep there, and it does damage to all the other ones. Ends up killing them. So, Wall Eater now 500 gold, level 8. Still a bit of pressure from the top. Bounty Hunter level 8 picks up a gauntlet actually. So may go for probably a drum. That's probably why he purchased that. Drum is a very very common Bounty Hunter item. It gives you a very nice boost in stats. He kind of needs all of his stats: agility for damage, strength for HP, and int for more mana pool. So. Very, very good item to have on Bounty Hunter. Darkseer is going to push out the bot a little bit, picks up its double ring of regen. Most likely is going for a hood. And DTS's Sand King is playing very careful. There's 2 Iron Shells up though, so he can't get too close. He does actually have an Urn pickup, so good Urn pickup. Bounty Hunter gets a kill on the Enigma actually. Well, I don't know if there was track gold or not, but he did end up getting picked off. That's a 3-man gank top, and that was actually a Fiend's Grip. So Fiend's Grip plus a Bounty Hunter kill. Nicely done, gives him some nice gold advantage. SK does burst strike out, he's a lot of trouble. Beastmaster picks up the last hit though. Good kill there. In the meantime, Bonezadge still has his Ravage ready to go. He does not have a Kraken Chill, but really good damage output. And Equal will pick off the tower. Axes as well, going to help out. But the top tower is going to go down, so that's going to be the second tower loss for the Radiant team. In the meantime, they will take top perhaps. Actually, see a glyph, and it's really, really high HP here. So, expect to see the tower survive for a little bit longer. Oh, arrow's going to barely miss Always Want to Fly. That was super close. Level 6, interesting skill progression. 2 levels of Poison, 1 level of Soul Catcher. And Tread's being picked up on Mirana to give him some more HP. There's the disruption, gonna have the stun fall. We'll see if the leap happens at the right time. He leaps out just barely, but we're gonna put an ulti on him. We're gonna look for the Dragon Slave's ult, and the ulti not quite picking him off. And there's the Black Hole, gonna catch two on top of Bounty Hunter. There's the Iron Shell doing some decent damage, looking for a vacuum as well. Looks like Lena's in a lot of trouble. There's the vacuum. There's the Tide Ravage catching two, and they might kill Bounty Hunter. There's the Dust, and he does get picked off. Great plays. M now escaping through. He does have a haste up. Is gonna do a Brain Sap. Tries to kill Nico, but not able to do so. And his haste rune runs out at that point, so not the best team fight going on for DTS there, losing their Lena. Lena did miss her stun on the Priest of the Moon, was just slightly off-timed there. Very important to make sure that he doesn't get the leap, because that's a big part of the damage. I mean, just throw in an extra 150 there, being able to do the ulti and the Dragon Slave at the perfect time. And I'm surprised he didn't take more damage from the Dragon Slave. I don't know if he just forgot to soul catch, or if he soul catched somebody else, because he took about 330, which is pretty much, that's full damage. Should have taken more than that with the soul catch up. We're going to see a Nightmare on the Mirana to prevent him from last hitting. A little bit of axes, and actually get a Fiend's Grip on the Beastmaster. Here comes the Bounty Hunter. Oh my god, that arrow missed. I can't believe it. What just happened? There's the Roar on the Bounty Hunter, though. The Brain Set picks off the last kill, and Bounty Hunter goes down, unfortunately. Free winner does the Dragon Slave. I can't believe that arrow missed. I was really confused, too. I was totally confused. Arrow just completely missed him. That was weird. Dragon Slave, nice Dragon Slave there. Doing a little bit of harass while getting last hits. He's calling leg. Looking for, oh, the Nightmare. This is really bad for Priest of the Moon. Oh my god, Lena makes a terrible mistake. Accidentally right-clicks the Mirana. There's the Gush. And the stun trying to get off the Mirana. But oh my god, Free Winner making a huge mistake. Disruption now, but he's in a lot of trouble. We're going to see a Malefice on M. Free Winner's going to run this way instead. Runs into some Eidolons here. Takes some damage. There's a stun. Landing on one. Another Dragon Slave on two, but Enigma picks up the kill. DTS backing up. There's a stun to the low ground from the Sand King. And a little bit more Shadow Poison flying on through. There's the mech up on the Enigma. Mech and Soul Ring. Great item choice by Enigma. His HP is a little low, but thus far, KEITA been able to play pretty effectively. And Bounty Hunter does go to the top lane. Picks up his Bracer. Will be, of course, going for that Drum of Endurance. They don't have to worry too much that his farm is a little bit behind. He's died so many times because they don't really have that much carry potential either. So I wouldn't be too worried if I was the raiding team. Gonna go for a gank on Nico though. Bounty Hunter gonna TP in any second. Here comes the track. There's the disruption. Need the track for the bonus gold. There's the stun. Great vacuum actually. Almost getting a kill on a couple heroes, but so far gone is going to distract. God, they just took a lot. But they do get bonus gold, so basically track gets applied. That's 50 bonus gold for every ally that was there. As he levels this up, boosts up more and more bonus gold, so it's very important for Bounty Hunter to try to be there for every kill. If we look at the graph, Dire Team's actually in the lead here. Gold advantage and a tower advantage. They haven't actually lost anything yet. All the Dire Towers are still up, but not the end of the world. Lena back into the jungle. Gonna be farming up neutrals pretty fast. She's one of the support heroes that can actually farm very well since she has so many AoE spells, so pretty good to throw her in the jungle when she's not busy, that is. And an Observer Ward down for the Tidehunter as well. Wall Eater jumping back into the Roshan pit. They're going to use a Malefice to disable that, and they have a Medallion. They do have a Gush though, which does reduce armor nicely. A lot of movement speed reduction on Roshan. I never knew Roshan's movement speed until now. Until today. Thank you, new UI. Now everybody knows. Just look at your heroes and be like, who's fast? Now we will see Malefice and Roshan. Do we have... Wow, that's a fast Blink Dagger up on Beastmaster. Do they have an urn or something? They do have a regen rune, at least. But Radiant Team about to show up. Looks like Always Want to Fly. No, he's just going to put a ward down, actually. Great Observer Ward. This is an awesome ward positioning. Let's see what this looks at. Actually, we're going to see Roar on the Shadow Demon. Follow-up arrow as well. And there's the Iron Chill. Easy kill picked up on Shadow Demon. The rest of the Radiant Team thinking about going in, but they are in the river. Not really the best situation for them. There's the Dire Vision. Does very, very unlikely to get counter-worded right here. Alright, they're thinking about going in. Darkseer is still around. Doesn't have a wall replica, but Vacuum is obviously amazing. There's the Dust, but unfortunately he did back up. Did land on Sand King, actually, and so far gone. Does come back through. Drum of Endurance is ready to go. But are they going to interrupt the Roshan? He's down to 2 HP, 2k HP. Free Runner almost gets nailed. Axes are going to miss as well. Tide's getting surged in. Here comes the Ravage. Ravage going to catch 3. There will be a stun by Lena, but the Starfall comes through. SK Burrow Strike lands on 2. Immediately Lena dies. Another Malefice down on My Love is Milla. He tries to pop his ulti, but does get interrupted there. and not looking good for DTS. They do lose the Sand. We see a buyback from Lina at least. She wasn't able to do anything in that team fight, unfortunately, but they're trying to disrupt them from taking the Aegis. This is really important. They have to try to win the team fight now. I don't know if it's going to happen. Always want to fight. Eats the arrow. 3 seconds stun. Axes through. There's the vacuum. He goes down. Here comes the Lina stun. Oh, the Nightmare miscoordination on him that dodges the damage. And there's the blink forward. Beastmaster. There's one ulti on Mirana, but it looks really bad for DTS. Or KEITA is playing such a strong game. Looking for a stun by my love is Mia. And there's the ulti actually going on Niqua, trying to pick him off, and I think they will get the kill. Yeah, he uses the brain sap. Pick that one up, and immediately they're going to go back into the Roshan pit. Roshan is still up. The arrow is going to hit again. M taking a lot of damage, and Bounty Hunter picks off a little bit of damage. They're going to be stunned through on the Priest of the Moon. Going for the burst. There's the track. Gets the kill. Great play. Bounty Hunter picking up a lot of gold. 355 bonus. And now maybe a tough spot for Tide. Tide does not have his Ravage. And there's the Nightmare. Uses the Nightmare to disable it, but unfortunately bad timing on that one. And they pick off the kill as well. And Tide Hunter, not worth it at all to use the Greater Boar to stop the Nightmare. It was almost done, for God's sakes. And all it did, I mean, at least you could use the Boar to try to slow. But surprisingly, DTS's buybacks ended up being worth it there. The Roshan is still alive. And KEITA being like, wow, I can't believe we didn't win that. That's how I feel, at least. I mean, the arrow landed on so many Radiant Team heroes, and I thought for sure they were going to be able to take that, but they didn't have nearly enough damage. If they had a medallion or something, if Beastmaster would have grabbed a medallion instead of a Blink Dagger, think how different that would have been. -6 armor that whole time. They probably could have taken out Roshan before DTS was able to come up the hill. That would have been a huge, huge difference. Now there will be a TP coming in from Tide Hunter. The rest of the Dire team pursuing. We might see a Blink ulti. Here comes the arrow. It's going to be dodged by Always Want to Fly. Not going to get hit by it. And KEITA will shift back into the Roshan pit. Still has 4k HP. There's a DD up, actually. We'll see if they go grab that. Priest of the Moon should snag this. Bounty Hunter might get there first. There's Sentry Wards up, so good play there. Decided not to go in. He's going to throw a little bit of Shuriken plus do the track. And Shadow Demon will kill the Greater Hawk, preventing him from having as much vision. Roshan slowly regenning up, and DTS is still positioned here. Sand King coming back through as well. And Arcane Boots is up on Bane. Lina now level 9, so her burst damage is pretty much full, at least in terms of magic damage. So it's so tough to play Lina, though. You're very, very low HP, especially when you go Arcane first. She does need the mana pool, but it's just a really tough situation. Oh my god, the double Ion Shell. It is so much damage. It's like a ridiculous amount of damage there. Just bursting heroes down. Anyways, Lina is very squishy, so your ulti, your stun has a very, very low cooldown. 7 seconds here. You can spam that, but the problem is that you die too much, and if you don't stay alive, you can't use your stun consistently to just disrupt enemy team fights. So it looks like Roshan will finally go down. Radiant team's going to give up on it. They're not going to go for it, and there goes Priest of the Moon will grab that and immediately smoke. Nice play. So they're immediately going into the offensive. Dire team's warding is great. Complete vision around the Roshan area. And they are going to be looking for a kill. We're going to see a pause actually from Destiny. So I am a little tired. But this game is good so far. Alright, game's going to be resumed here. And coming in for the gank, we'll see. Are we going to see an arrow? Well, we might see a blink ulti. There's the blink. There's the ulti. Roar goes down. Axes will always want to find a lot of trouble. The Gush, he does pop a mech and disrupts himself, but he's got a 15 charge wand as well. Oh, he does not get it off. He casts his ulti in on... Who was that on? Oh, Wall Eater. Okay. I was like, where did that go? There's the ultimate orb up on the Mirana. Arrow's going to come through, actually. Is not going to land. M's going to sit back a little bit. A little bit of leg here. Nightmare is on the Greater Boar, using that effectively. Sound is a little annoying though, I must say. And keeping the track up, there's the Dragon Slave doing a little bit of counter push here, but the Starstorm is going to stop that wave from doing much. Still no ulti on Priest of the Moon. And the TPs come out, Beastmaster goes to the bot lane. Still no new items, Arcane Boots, Blink, and a Basilius. So he has a lot of tactical usefulness, but unfortunately for him, not a lot of tanks. So he's got to be a little careful about how he chooses his actions. Another item coming for Darkseer is going to be a Pipe Soul Ring, a really fast pipe up, 20 minutes, not bad at all. If you look at the gold graph, it's actually a very close game now. The Dire team has lost a little bit of advantage now, only up to 1k, but a lot of that is probably Bounty Hunter track. He's going to pick up a Mithril Hammer next, he is going for a BKB, but sending the illusions in, probably should have done one at a time perhaps, but Do a little bit of damage to the Tidehunter. Mid continues to push up a little bit. There will be a Sentry Ward placed down by Beastmaster. He will be able to blink ulti if he needs to, but in the meantime, they still have actually SK farming. He's very close to his Blink Dagger. Good choice here. Awesome play, actually. He ended up stacking up the creep wave a little bit. Should have spread the hits out on the Skeleton Kings a little bit. Wasted some time, but that is okay. Alright, so he is now 45 gold away from his Blink Dagger. Radiant team wants to have that up before they start team fighting, because Epicenter, if you can actually use it offensively, is extremely powerful. Pre-Blink Dagger, it's really tough to get off, though. Especially with this many stuns. I mean, you've got Tide Ravage, you've got an Air, you have a Maleficent, you have a Roar, you have a Vacuum. All of those things cancel it very easily, so. And in the same sense, Bounty Hunter is getting closer to the BKB, so they don't necessarily want to force a team fight if they can help it. Alright, so Bounty Hunter in the mid lane, 500 gold. Quiz is going to defend this bit, picks up a Vitality booster, great choice here. Increasing the survivability. I would actually kind of like to see a Beastmaster that went like Rod of Atos. God, I gotta do that. I can't believe I've never thought about it. That's awesome. I'm going to get a Rod of Atos next time I play Beastmaster. And skip, I'll go like Blink Rod of Atos or something. That would be really cool. It'd be a really good ganking tool, for sure. But I've never thought of it before now. Maybe Bottle? Bottle Rod? Rod Bottle? Rod Bottle Rod? Rod? My love... What is his name again? My love is Mila. Mila? What is it? I don't even know. Alright, Sand King level 12. He hits level 2 ulti at least, so 8 pulses of 110 damage will come out. Priest Moon actually going to go on the high ground. Gonna run into the creep wave. And she's got a Yasha picked up, so good item progression so far. And they're just trying to keep vision of KEITA. They know that most of KEITA is missing, so that's why he's throwing the poison up. Oh, there's the blink forward. Not gonna get the roar off though. That was really close. Roar would have started off things in a bad way. Go look for an arrow. Oh my god, that was close. Always want to fly, wasn't even moving here. Almost gets arrowed. Now the tower's gonna take some damage. Dragon Slave counter pushing things just a little bit here. Lena does pick up a bracer. Great choice, boosting up her HP, survivability a little bit here. Oh, they will have vision of my love. Are they going to roar it? They do pop the roar down. Oh, coming for some damage here. There's the gush as well. He gets picked off. Unfortunate mistake there for DTS. They just assumed there he's going to be fine. Can hide in the trees, but they did have the bird up. So now Pipe is popped. They're going to initiate on the tower, doing the damage. I don't know if DTS can slow down the push. Dragon Slave is being mostly blocked by the Pipe, so a little bit of a waste there, and the tower will go down. Beastmaster gets the last hit. A little bit more Shadow Poison stacking, but it's not really going to accomplish a whole lot. So track on a lot of heroes, though. Man, Yasha looks so cool. Looks really good. And they're shifting over to the top lane, going to try to continue their tower advantage. They still only have lost one tower.
Radiant's top tower is under
And Mirana's going to take a bunch of damage from the tower, no problem. But Mantis Style's on the way. They have the Aegis. They kill off the boar. Awesome stuff.
Radiant's structure.
And Shadow Poison trying to slow this down as much as possible, but
Radiant's top tower.
Blink ulti in about 20 seconds on the Beastmaster, so until that point they're going to play it really safe, but the Dragon Slave continuing to do the damage. Arrow comes through, it's going to land on Always Want to Fly. 5 seconds, they're going to fight this. I think they're going to fight this, doing damage to M. He's going to get nightmared. There's the Maleficent, there's the Gush. Tide's going to Ravage. Oh my god, the vacuum. Oh my god. It pulled them into the Ravage. It pulled them all into the Ravage and the Wall of Replica. The power of Vacuum Tide. Enigma, they had no chance there. They got the Beastmaster at least, but Vacuum is really good. Wow. It pulled them into the Ravage and the Wall and the Black Hole. Such good coordination from KEITA there. Oh, that's great play. Wow. Okay. Awesome stuff. Alright, Sand King now level 13. Wall Eater shifting towards the bot rune. He's got a minute up before he grabs the next one. It's going to be his Manta Style. Yeah, he's got a Manta Style now. A TP Scroll as well. Yep. TP Scroll, Manta, good stuff. And Bounty Hunter does have his BKB up. That's the only reason he survived so long. No Tide Ravage, no Wall of Replica, no Vacuum. Just BKB it. You'll be fine. Alright, Lena pushing up the mid just a little bit here. Going to kill out a bunch of creeps. And the Dire team going to continue farming. I'm sure they have a gold advantage from that. Yeah, they took 2 towers and they won a team fight. So now, if Priest Moon gets to a later damage ability, we're going to see a smoke actually from DTS come in. They might find Priest Moon. Yeah, there's going to be a track. Not paying attention. Whoa! Priest of Moon is dead. Simply put. Oh, there's going to be a respawn though. We'll see if they get Fiend's Gripped off. I assume they will. And there's the Manta. Great play. Soul Catcher does land. There's the track and a Purge ulti. And the ulti is utilized. Nice vacuum actually disabling it. And another stun from Lina. And they do get the kill. Priest of the Moon. Manta split was great though. Great plays by them. And Bounty Hunter being pursued. There is a Gem of True Sight up on the Beastmaster. So Priest of Moon Illusion still doing some damage. Looking for the stun. Yes, he does get the Disrupt off. So that is going to be a death for Darkseer. He does do the vacuum at least. But whew, that is some burst damage. Apparently, even if you have a hood up, if you take Soul Catcher, you're screwed. No matter what. It's so much bonus damage. It's understandable. So DTS getting some nice ganks off. We're able to kill the Priest of the Moon. She wasn't paying attention though. I mean, there was a lot of vision from the Bounty Hunter before she could have leapt. So, but unfortunately did get caught looking somewhere else on the map. And that is just unfortunate. So anyways, bot tower taking the damage. Push things up a little bit. There's the stun through Dragon Slave as well. Clears out the creep wave. And not a whole lot Beastmaster can do to counter push this, but free winner with the double bracer. Still trying to tank up as cheaply as possible. Good choices. They're trying to pick off the Greater Hawk. They're looking for it. And there it is. Dragon Slave picks it off. Very, very important to kill that, guys. It gives the Dire team, if you look at it this way, it's kind of similar to what Night Stalker's Aghanim Scepter does. And that's a very expensive item. So if you can kill a Hawk, please do it. Now there's the glyph on the tower. Tower apparently has 100 movement speed. Good stuff to know. Arrow's gonna cleave some trees, but nothing really happens. KEITA's actually gonna go forward. We're gonna be looking for the blink roar. He does have vision. I don't know if he's gonna go in though. He's a little scared. I think that was a smart choice to not jump in though. Oftentimes, when you chase that far, it really elongates your team setup and puts you in a bad spot. They're gonna blink down towards. Does actually catch. Always want to fly. There's the roar. He might. No, he actually doesn't have a TP. There's gonna be a disruption. There's the Soul Catcher. He can't actually escape from here, but Darkseer is pursuing, and there's gonna be an ulti on Beastmaster next. I think he should have ultied Darkseer perhaps. That was a little bit of a mistake, but he is going to die. I think he's going to die. He still has a 5-charge wand. He just saved it, though. He didn't want to waste it, so did as much damage as possible. Probably should have ultied the Darkseer. I don't know if he got surged or what happened, but Darkseer actually TP'd mid as they pressure this out. Here comes the stun. Jumps on Nico. He pops the pipe, though. Blink goes in by the Tide with the Ravage as well, and the Black Hole catches 2 vacuum. Gonna seal the deal on these two guys. And KEITA cleans up, going to be able to deny the tower as well, and they were a little too overly aggressive on that one. If there wasn't a blink on Tide, that would have been a lot different, but a level 2 ulti comes through, cleans up those 2 heroes. Now we actually have 3 dead at the moment, so Sand King is up, Bane Elemental is up as well. And great items up on all the heroes. Let's check the total items overall. So I'm going to put my mouse over a lot of these since I'm sure they all look new to you guys, even me as well. These are all bracers, that's a treads, arcane wands. There's an urn. Actually, we're going to see an initiation hit. Vacuum up, going on M, going to catch him a little bit. The last stun does end though. Not going to see no. Oh, the Epicenter comes in, going to do a lot of damage to Enigma. Enigma is going to end up dying. I think there's the mech. Follow-up stuns. They do pick off Enigma, but Sand King, yeah, Sand King does get picked off. Stunned for a little bit too long there. DTS made back. Lina actually comes through. Does have her ulti, but has to be a little careful about this Darkseer doing good damage, and there's the little bit of Soul Catcher. Does grab the Tide after those Ravage, or I'm sorry, the Kraken Shell's going to stop it, but the burst damage is too high. DTS is going to pick off the kill, immediately doing a smoke. I love this choice here. They're going to try to catch up. There's a little bit of stun from Lina. Going to stop the push, and he does TP out. Great choice to TP past this tree point. It's a very common place to get the hell out. Darkseer looking for the same, going to hide next to the trees a little bit, and DTS is not going to spot it, so smoke a little wasted there, but I think it was a very smart play to try to catch up and pick off a couple more heroes. If you can kill one hero, smoke totally gets paid off, so. And in some ways, they force TPs on them. They couldn't just casually walk back or something, so. And they pick off the bird once again. Roshan is up. Their semi-carry is starting to be pretty strong. They have 2,900 gold up on the Bounty Hunter, so looking good. There's the urn going on. We're going to see a disruption on somebody. It's going to be Beastmaster, actually. He's taking the damage, so he can't actually blink for a little bit here. He's going to be thinking about it. DTS is going to back off, going for the kill on the boar. A couple hits. There's the blink in, doing the burrow strike. Do jump in on Nikwa. He is tracked. There's the brain sap as well. He does the wall up the good vacuum. Does get picked off, though. And Sand King does end up dying, so the illusions, man, doing some good damage. Do really good damage. I wish they showed how much. Oh, they do. Or do they? I wish they showed how much illusions we're hitting for. They should do that. That would be really cool. They really should do that. That'd be really, really sweet. Some of that's like, it's like one of those things that is so much mental math. It's like, oh, they're doing about 80% of their base damage, which I guess we could figure out pretty easily, but I think it'd be really cool to do that. Alright, so it's 19 to 27. Gold graph is pretty equal, about 2,500 advantage for the Dire team, nothing serious. And if we look at the KDs so far, we have 0, 8, and 9 Sand King. He's been doing pretty bad on us team, but that was just kind of a bad situation in a laning setup, so I think that's why he hasn't been doing that great. Meantime, I'm going to check Skype, see if anybody's been chatting me away. A lot of people have been chatting me away, holy crap. I will read those later, as soon as this is done. We have about 30 minutes left until the thing starts. Alright, so Tidehunter is mid, he's going for a drum. It's about 400 gold away from that one. Nothing new on Beastmaster. Check the items. I'm going to see Yasha on Bounty Hunter, so he's probably going for a Manta style, most likely. Can split off and do a little bit more damage in team fights. We're going to see the reconnect, so the game will be resumed in a second. I assume. He is reconnected. Dude, Bounty Hunter illusion looks creepy as hell. Look at that. It's got like little eyes moving that you can't see very well. Is that the track sound? No. It's the wall. Yep, the wall. Alright, so let's look at a couple things. DTS at the moment, they're down one here. They did trade a Darkseer though. Tide Ravage is not up. He's got 7 seconds, so we might see a team fight soon. Priest of Moon is up to 2,300 gold. I don't believe she has items on the courier. Yeah, nobody does. So once she grabs her next item is when she can really start carrying, hard carrying especially. Whether she'll go Butterfly or Daedalus or Monkey King Bar, I'm really not quite sure. Could go a lot of different ways. But at that point, she becomes a lot more of a threat. She might go Black King Bar as well. That's sometimes a smart distinction, especially against like Sand King and Bane and Lina, because otherwise they're just going to cast and stun her sometimes. So Lina obviously has a tougher time. Shadow Demon, if there's a Manta up, it's a little bit of confusion. But Sand King has a pretty easy time initiating to get the disable off. Bane Elemental at times will be good. So if she can get a BKB up, that can sometimes help a lot towards preventing her death. But then she doesn't do as much damage as fast. So I mean, Black King Bar gives you like plus 24 or something like that, but yeah. But that's not nearly as much as a Daedalus or a MKB, so we'll see what she goes for. Come on, resume. Alright, I think DTS is finally ready. They said go, and now KEITA is AFK. Sad day. Sad day. Yeah, guys, we're going to be doing Starlighter right after this if you're tuning in. As soon as this game is over, I'm going to hop into the Starlighter best of 3. It should be M5 versus CLG. It's going to be really awesome. That's going to be a best of 3 to decide who goes on to the finals, so... So yeah, Yasha on Bounty Hunter going for the Manta style. Bane's actually going for a BKB. He went for a mech as well. Interesting choice. That's actually really cool. Bane isn't the best farmer, which is the main problem. I think that's one of the main reasons that he doesn't see play, because he doesn't have any AoE, so it's tough for him to do farm unless he's just soloing in a lane or getting a lot of kills from ganking. So, but with the mech up, they don't really have another good mech here. I guess Shadow Demon could have grabbed it, but they're probably a little bit more focused on picking up HP items at this point, since they are slightly behind. I think that's very smart. So cool choice of the mechanism. He's going for BKB next, that way he can just BKB and ulti somebody and not have to worry about repercussions. So they're each like AFK after one another. There's new items, by the way, if you guys are curious, if you haven't looked at them a whole lot yet. Alright, game is getting resumed finally. Here we go. Lina illusion, cleave and damage, and DTS actually thinking about deciding to come back here. Bounty Hunter will track on the Tidehunter, reducing his armor by a slight amount. He's actually going to burst forward. There's the blink pass, good play by Tide. Just getting the hell out of there, spend the mana. Just ignore or just avoid any chance of dying. The arrow's going to come through. Does land on a creep. That was really close. 5 seconds stun there. Good arrow. Free runner back in the jungle. We'll be throwing some stuns, and he does have Fiery Soul as well, so now he's going to be attacking pretty fast. Good stuff. Yeah, if you cast spells with Fiery Soul, it gives you attack and movement speed bonuses. Really nice. You can see wards up by both teams. Bounty Hunter going to shift towards the bot lane. Still getting closer to that Manta Cell, but a little bit of gold to go. Going to miss a couple last hits, but... And Dire Team actually going to take the Aegis, so... Well, at least they will attempt. We're going to see a lot of tanking up on the Mirana. She picks up a Demon Hit, so she is going for hard carry. Picks up plus 46 damage there, and there's the mech on the Enigma, and it gets picked up. So Aegis is up on the Mirana. This is a good. Actually, this is cool. If she didn't have an Aegis, if she didn't have the guaranteed Aegis, I would definitely argue Black King Bar is a safer choice to make. But since she does have the Aegis, grab the Demon Edge. Go for the damage. If you're going to die twice, whatever. But at least you could do damage in the meantime while you go for your kills. So. Now Enigma back in the jungle. His Blink Dagger is ready to go. He's got that mech Soul Ring, of course. Blink Dagger on Beastmaster, Blink Dagger on Tide. They don't have a Blink Dagger on Darkseer, but Mirana has Leap. So more or less 4 huge initiation abilities that will be used. It's actually going to be an Invis bot. Tide Hunter's just going to pick that one up. We have a Haste, or sorry, an Illusion as well in Mirana, so she's going to have a crap load of illusions. The Bottle of Rune, I think those do 33%. Manta is going to do 28%. So we're talking a big damage increase. It's like having a double damage more or less. Let me think. 2 more illusions at 28 is about 56. So yeah, we're talking about approximately double damage on Mirana with all of those illusions up. So that'll be really nice. Not to mention the confusion, of course. And there's a smoke up by DTS. So I love their choice here. They do go invisible. There's gonna be tracks starting things off. You want to get track on as many people as possible. Tide Hunter is gonna be in position to pop the Blink initiation, but there we go. Illusion is used. One goes in. There's the vacuum on the Bounty Hunter. DTS is going to back up. There's the Blink Roar landing on Free Winner. He's a little too far forward here. And the Tide Ravage is going to start off. Epicenter come through as well. But unfortunately, the pipe blocking a lot of the damage as Bounty Hunter gets Black Hole. The rest of DTS is in a lot of trouble. The only person not in the midst is Shadow Demon. M was caught in there. Pops the BKB though. Getting great blocks off by KEITA. Another vacuum keeping them on the low ground. And it looks like they're going to lose this team fight. We do see a buyback from Lina as well as I assume Bounty Hunter. Yeah, Bounty Hunter did buy back. Takes a gush though. But KEITA ready to take a Rex, pressuring hard at the moment. Lina comes in, there's going to be 1 stun, great mech popped up, and the blink forward, another vacuum and Free Winner going to get picked off, unfortunately too far forward once again. Tower goes down, Lina just showing she's not strong enough as a support. I mean, it all comes down to landing your stun, but she's really squishy unfortunately, so it just makes it really tough to survive in team fights if you're the one to take the stun. Your nukes are too important, so I mean if it's like a Crystal Maiden or a Bench dying, you're like, okay, whatever. She's playing hard support, she died, but if it's a Lina, it's like you lose your ulti, you lose that stun every 7 seconds. It's like you're always going to want to target her at the beginning of every fight, so. Melee barracks goes down, range barracks as well. It's going to be the double racks for KEITA. They might even continue pressuring, but they're all going to blink back actually, so. They escaped, and that's a 2 racks disadvantage for DTS or KEITA doing a great job. That might be a courier kill, but it's going to run over. Oh, it's going to take a roar. Actually, Malphus comes through axes as well. There's the Midnight Pulse vacuum, and then KEITA Bone's Edge does TP inner blinks on it. There's the BKB on Bounty Hunter. Uses Phase Boots. Whoa, great escape there. Enigma really wanted that one. Going to do a little bit more damage. Malphus as well. There's the Nightmare, and surprisingly, he lived. I can't believe it. Free Winner does jump in, though. Oh, it does. Oh my god, the vacuum into the air. He dies again. The Burrow Strike Epicenter doing good damage. They do pick off Destiny. At least Nico does pop the pipe up. Unfortunately, was not able to save the Enigma. And there's the ulti. Going to pick off Priest of the Moon for her first death. See if she does have a leap. She does have a leap. And looking for the stun. There is going to be slow vacuum on the low guard. And the Nightmare, unfortunately, stopping the disable. And there's going to be a little bit of lag. Are they going to pause? The Starstorm comes down. Bounty Hunter almost dies. Pops the wand next. And a great wall of replica. The strike and toss does kill Darkseer, so gives Bounty Hunter at least a nice gold advantage. But Sanking's actually going to stun through, going for an aggressive stun. I like this choice. Might pop an urn as well. Has Sandstorm in a long time, unfortunately. Just a level 2 Sandstorm. Bone's Edge is going to get out. There's the lead by Mirana. It does get ulti though, so this is probably going to be your death. And Bounty Hunter comes through, gets a lot of gold. Triple kill for Bounty Hunter. Level 3 track, man. It gives you a lot of gold. He can pick up his Manta style at the meantime, but. Dang, crazy team fights, super long engagements. And there it is, Manta style picked up for the Bounty Hunter. We're going to see Lina hit level 13 now, holding out the bot lane a little bit, picks up an Ogre Club, but unfortunately, no BKB really inside. She definitely needs the item to really do effective in a team fight, but at a 2 racks disadvantage like this, all of the tier 2 towers are still from the Dire team. This means that they have obscenely easy Roshan control. Going to see the lag happening again. There's the lag. But when the Roshan comes back up, Dire teams can be able to defend it very easily. So even if they lose heroes, they can buy back and TP a very short distance away. I mean, they can TP here, they can walk this far and be back into the fight. You could literally TP and blink and be able to impact any fights happening in this area. It's pretty amazing. Whereas the Radiant team, if they want to buy back, they'd have to walk. Walk the entire way to the pit. So this means the Dire team is probably going to sit back and farm for a little bit more. They're going to continue their advantage. They're going to put a couple more items up on the Priest of Moon. She's going to pick up her probably Daedalus or MKB right now. And afterwards, they will just take the Aegis. It's going to be an MKB, so going from the Monkey King bar so that she has True Strike. Picks up the MKB, going to grab the Aegis, and then they will push in for the final racks. That's what I would do if I was in their position. They could, of course, like, just casually 5-man push, but they have such an advantage right now that it's worth it to just continue taking the gold advantage that you do have. So now Tidehunter is sitting on a DD. I love what he did here. He's basically placing his body on the rune to make sure that nobody else can steal it in the meantime. It's a very cool trick that you can do if you're worried about a bounty hunter. People used to do this for... They would do it on Aegis or Roshan sometimes. They would go into the Roshan pit and stand where, I mean, Roshan basically blocks out your clicking so you can't click. It was pretty cool. And I guess they're just going to push in. They're not too worried about the Aegis. We're going to see a blink through by Beastmaster. There's going to be a dust. They do actually find the Bounty Hunter illusion, though. So a little bit of a loss there. They're going to have a roar down for 70 seconds. So Heart of Tresk is picked up on the Beastmaster, though. So his regen and HP are ridiculously... Actually, not nearly as high as I thought it would be, to be honest. But he's a lot more survivable than he was previously, that's for sure. There will be some tracks on a couple heroes. Going to start things off. And Bounty Hunter does not have buyback unless he gets a couple kills here. Buyback's at 1200, so he probably will need 1 kill. Arrow's going to come through. Does land on Lina, though. They did have vision up from the Greater Hawk. Great position on that one. It's going to lower her HP just a little bit here. Probably a little more confirm. Oh, nice. They do catch the bird with the Shadow Poison. Nicely done by Always Wanna Fly. They're like, how did they have vision? And they have a gem picked up as well. Interesting gem choice. But Priest of Moon popping an ulti is pretty likely at this point. She has a double damage as well. Ugh, that is really dangerous. I forgot about that. But late game bottles on DDs are really important. It's one of the best reasons to actually keep a bottle. Is just because if you find a double damage, you push until you get the double damage. And then when the team fight starts, you have an obscene hypothetical damage advantage, or gold or damage advantage over your opponents. So now there's a BKB up on Bane, so he will be able to BKB ulti, but KEITA is at such a huge advantage here. They have to keep diverting heroes to the mid and bot lanes to make sure they don't push in. Sand King's going to do his best here, doing a little bit of Caustic Finale, which actually clears pretty easily, but we're going to see initiation on Free Runner. There's the axes. We'll see if he gets killed, though. Still did not get roared. He's going to actually run away from this. I can't believe it. There's the Tide Ravage coming in with the Black Hole as well. Bounty Hunter's in the mix, but taking a ton of hits. He's going to, no, barely die. SK comes in with the Epicenter that apparently got canceled. He TP too early, blinked too early there, and so far gone calls good game. KEITA looks like they will take the win here. That's 3 heroes dead, and they are going to finish off the throne as well as the Rexes, and that's going to be the winner of the DreamHack Qualifier semifinals. Wall Eater almost goes down to the Lina, and awesome picks by DTS, but just simply couldn't pull it together. The team fight was too huge out of KEITA. Darkseer plus the Tide plus the Enigma. So great plays by KEITA, and they're going to continue on. We'll be back in just a bit, guys. We've got some Star Series semifinals. Yeah, Star Series semifinals match. It's going to be between M5 and CLG. It's going to be starting in just a second here, so make sure that you guys don't go anywhere. Some of the best teams playing in LAN as of today. I'm going to be casting that with Bulba. So, thanks for tuning in. Here comes the score screen. Once again, my name is Purge. I'm a Ghost Gamers caster. Go check out ghostygamers.net, guys, and we'll be back in just a second.